So tonight, we are once again honored to acknowledge a new Eagle Scout here in the city of Norwich. Scouting is alive and well and growing stronger in the city of Norwich. We're very grateful for that and for all the people who volunteer, who donate their time and service to help these young leaders grow and mature. And this gentleman next to me recently earned his Eagle Scout, and we wanted to acknowledge him here tonight before the city. Again, this is on Channel 14 as far as the cable network and so forth, and it's also going to be streamed as well. So it's important that people understand that people do good things and that they work hard and that we acknowledge them, and we hope others will acknowledge them as well, but in particular scouting. So at this time I'd like to read the proclamation that I was honored to present at the Congregational Church recently in Norwich Town. Whereas Eagle Scout is the highest rank attainable in the Boy Scouts of America, and since its introduction in 1911, the Eagle Scout rank has been earned by more than 2 million young men, with the title of Eagle Scout being held for life, thus giving rise to the phrase, once an Eagle, always an Eagle. And whereas requirements for earning the rank of Eagle Scout include earning at least 21 merit badges and demonstrating Scout spirit, Jack G. Jarolis has earned 26 badges and a palm as a member of Troop 4. And whereas Jack Jarolis has risen through the ranks from a Tiger Scout to the Order of the Arrow with Pack 17 and crossed over to Troop 4, whereas Jack Jarolis III shows his Scout spirit through his chosen project. He replaced the left fence around the Colonial Garden at the Leffingwell House Museum. Whereas Jack Jarolis III fundraising was so successful that he had a balance of over $446 that was presented to the Leffingwell House Museum on July 4th. And whereas Jack Jarolis III has two sisters, one older, one younger, who was in Troop 15G in Franklin, and an older brother who served our country as a veteran serving in Iraq. His grandparents are very active in his scouting career. Whereas Jack Jarolis graduated from high school in May and plans to attend college next fall for his degree in computer science, and we wish him well. Now therefore, I, Mayor Pierre Albert Nystrom, and Norwich City Council President Pro Tem Joe DeLucia, on behalf of the Norwich City Council and the citizens of the city of Norwich, to hereby congratulate John G. Jarolis, a.k.a. Jack, on his impressive record and on his achieving the rank of Eagle Scout with a palm dated this day, the 17th of October, 2022. Again, thank you so much for all that you do for the community, and we're so honored to have you with us. Thank you. Would you like to say a few words? Michael, would you please join us? We have a second proclamation tonight. We recently acknowledged the work of a young woman, Suki Lagrito, but that work would not have been possible without the generous support of the Chelsea Groton Foundation, one of our local community banks. My bank, I'm proud to say, that's where we invest, and I hope many others as well. But they were very, very generous in helping us launch the Global City Norwich program, designed to help create a greater awareness and acknowledgement of many different cultures here in the city of Norwich, to celebrate with them their cultures, to also encourage the opening of small minority businesses in our community as well. And we as a city, and I know the rest of the council members, are extremely grateful for that financial support. And so we'd like to present this proclamation to its president, Michael Rao, who is retiring. He called me a number of years ago and asked if the city would be interested in participating in this program. And I know I enthusiastically said absolutely. And we've seen the benefit of it with the number of people in our community now being more acknowledged, feeling more welcome, taking steps to be active in our community as well. The LEAD program that came all the way from Danbury, Connecticut, they learned of this program launched by Michael Rao's leadership. They're now located in the Foundry building in downtown Norwich as well, and they are here to support the growth in minority-owned businesses, as well as help them with citizenship and so many other endeavors. But again, that is possible because of this young man's vision and the bank's support. So I'd like to present this at this time. Whereas the Chelsea Groton Foundation was established in 1998 as a Section 501c3 organization, initially endowed with $2 million donation from Chelsea Groton Bank. The foundation has awarded over $5 million in grants to nonprofit organizations. Whereas Chelsea Groton Foundation presented a grant donation to Global City Norwich to be used specifically for assisting multicultural entrepreneurs and small business owners who are interested in occupying storefront spaces in downtown area or who currently own businesses and are looking to grow. Whereas in their role as a major bank of Norwich, Chelsea Groton Foundation, through the leadership of Michael Rao, has continually supported programs in the Rose City for the benefit of all of us and our children. And whereas Chelsea Groton Foundation has a vision to bring multicultural enterprises to the downtown to fill the storefronts with ethnic entrepreneurs, to educate them in business practices and connect them with business resources. And whereas Chelsea Groton Foundation, whose mission is to support the ongoing commitment and partnership for the long-term growth of our community. And whereas since 2018, the Global City Norwich has brought multiple cultures and communities together for festivals for Haitians, Cape Verdeans, Polish, Peruvians, Puerto Ricans, Dominican, and flag-raising ceremonies for the Greeks, Sikh, Juneteenth, Peruvian, Ukrainian, Haitians, and Pakistani to attract residents and visitors of Norwich to the downtown area. And whereas the Rose City thanks Chelsea Groton Foundation and Michael Rao for their dedication to Norwich and our residents and for bringing their vision to Norwich. Now therefore I, Mayor Peter Albert Nystrom, and Norwich City Council Pro Tem Joseph DeLucia, on behalf of the Norwich City Council and the citizens of the City of Norwich, to hereby thank Chelsea Groton Foundation on their impressive work and their commitment to the City of Norwich, and particularly the leadership of Michael Rao, dated the 17th day. Thank you so much.
First off, Peter, I just want to say thank you for calling me a young man. That's greatly appreciated. And I want everybody up here to understand how meaningful this is to us. Peter mentioned the foundation was started in 1998, but the bank was founded in the mid-1850s right here in Norwich. Chelsea is our name, and the city is incredibly important to us. What started out really as an economic development program to create jobs and businesses in downtown has become a lot more because of the connections that have been made and making people feel a part of this community. And so to be recognized for that means a lot to me personally and to the bank, and I just want to say thank you to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you. Please.
Citizen comment on resolutions. Citizen comment general.
Thank you. At this time, I declare citizen comment general open. It's a time period of 30 minutes. Anyone wishing to speak to us about any non-agenda items or anything important to you involving with the City of Norwich, you're welcome to join us. Please state your name and address at the microphone here, and each person will have 3 minutes. The first person to sign up is John Rankowitz. Is it on? Excuse me, John, I don't think the microphone's on. I'm sorry. Is there a button? Yeah, they're in the way. We turned it off and we were signing this fight. My bad.
John J. Rinkwitz Jr., 23 Michelle Drive, Norwich, Connecticut. It's really a shame to see what is happening to our deteriorating city of Norwich. Number one, the mayor and the city council could care less about the concerns from the taxpayers. You never keep us updated what is happening. It's always your choice. Number two, instead of building 4 new schools, fix up downtown Norwich to make it look appealing to newcomers. The roundabouts, a big joke. The new police station, a big joke. Not many people even know what happened to Mr. Biggs in Greenville. We should be called the cannabis of New England. Forget the rose of New England. It's gone. It's time to revamp our city council and mayor. We need common, ordinary, everyday people who will listen to what is happening and keep everyone updated with the latest information. I really don't care to vote for anyone this year. They all make promises and ridicule each other, which makes me laugh. My father always said that you cried to get me into office, and now we cry to get you out. I'm done speaking. My name is John Rinkwitz, and that's my promise.
Thank you, sir. Would anyone else like to address the council on non-agenda items at this time? Please. Hi, Sam.
Samuel Browning, 671 Scotland Road, Norwich, Connecticut. There's a major bond item for consideration November 8th. I got to tell you, I assume that this was passed out of this body as a bipartisan measure. This has not been explained particularly effectively to the city of Norwich, people of the city of Norwich. This is not sour grapes on my part. It's that this body I see in front of me has not publicized it and explained the urgency of this to the average voter. So whatever happens on November 8th, I can't tell you, but it seems like the body politic is asleep, is not paying any attention. They're just going to walk in there and see a line item for millions and millions of dollars. Is it $340 million over the life of the bond? I think it's roughly that. You guys need to do a better job publicizing this if you want it to pass. I mean, it gives me no joy in telling you that, but right now, the average person in Norwich, the average voter is going to walk in, take a look at it and go, huh? And this is a real danger because I know that a whole bunch of people, Mark Bencourt comes to mind, spent a lot of time trying to put together a proposal for redoing the schools in this city, and this hasn't been given the corresponding political push. I mean, if you want to see an example of how to do it properly, when the police department wanted a new antenna and devices, which was about $3.2 million, they did public presentations. They actually went out and publicized the need. They did a great job for something that's maybe 1/100th of the total bond proposal you're going to see now. If you're going to really push this to the electorate and try to get it passed, now's the time. Blame me if you want, but if you get a negative result and it doesn't pass and you're back to square one, this reason why is you haven't sold the need to the average citizen in Norwich as of this time. Thank you.
Thank you, Sam. Anyone else like to address the council at this time on non-agenda items? Yes, sir.
Sam shortened what I was going to say. Brian Kobelar, 16 Hobart Avenue. I remember going back to the downtown revitalization bond and many other bonds that have been done in the city. There were public presentations done in the firehouses and other places around the town. People were made aware. Now, this council ended up determining over the past couple of years that there was a lack of a portal of information between the citizens of the city and the city council. And it was limited to the 5 or so people that would come here on a bi-weekly basis or a weekly basis to express their views. From the ARPA funds, we committed $20,000 to what became Citizen Lab. That's out there. We have the opportunity right now to be able to educate the public on the education bond, allow for input from the community, make it so that it actually is an interface that people want to go to instead of just a couple of feel-good projects devised by a couple of others. We need to be able to address not only the things that make us feel good, but the things that need to be communicated to the public. That also goes with the roundabouts that Sam briefly mentioned. I'll say it's been 5 years since that proposal was first brought up. And not the city council alone, but the city councils in all of that time have never once asked for a study to determine what will be the economic impact to the city of Norwich with that project, or at least not one that I'm aware of. If there is, that should also be shared with the public so that this way they have something to go on. Now, I talked with Singh earlier today. Board of Education would be a great sponsor for that tab on Citizen Lab in order to be able to pump that information out. Because I know you can educate, but not advocate as a council for what that referendum item is. So you've got a tool now. We're spending the money on it. Let's use it effectively. And the good thing about both the Rotary and the school system is that since we've got a limited clock of only 3 weeks to go, once it's done, it's done. You can take the public comments and everything and push it off into an archive. Doesn't have to be your front page anymore. Thank you for your consideration.
Thank you, sir. Anyone else like to address the council on non-agenda items, please? Anyone else like to address the council on non-agenda items? Yes, please.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Janice Sawicki, and I live at 39 Andrea Lane here in Norwich. And my comments are very short. It's been a while since I've been able to be here, but I hope to get to more meetings again now that I'm back in the swing of things. But it just makes me angry to look around and see how few people are here, how many people just don't seem to be vested in the interest of Norwich. They moan and they groan and they complain, but they don't do anything to step up and try to do their part for our city. And that's about it. I don't know what else to say. There have been articles in the paper, there have been editorials, you know. It's sad. It really is sad. And I know you all work very, very hard to make this city a place that we want to be. Have a good evening. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Again, anyone like to address the council on non-agenda items at this time? Anyone else on non-agenda items at this time? Anyone else on non-agenda items at this time? Seeing no one else, I then declare citizen comment on non-agenda items to be closed. Thank you all very much.
Petition and communication. Resignation letter from Judith Cagle from the Recreation Advisory Board.
At this time, I request a motion to have us receive this. Alderwoman Gould, second. Alderman Nurendorf. Is there comment? Alderman Nurendorf?
For me tonight, this is very disheartening to see the resignation of Julie Cagle from the Recreation Advisory Board. There's not enough good words to say about Julie and the work she's done. This is a huge loss to the Rec Advisory Board. And Julie, thank you for everything you've done and what you've done for the city and for the youth in the city and the community. And I hope you all the best in your future endeavors.
Thank you. Is there further discussion? Yes, Alderman Wilson.
So to echo Mr. Neuendorf's sentiments, it has been a pleasure to work with Ms. Cagle over the last set of years on the Rec Advisory Board. The knowledge and wisdom she has on recreation in this city is second to none. And her leadership on the board, her ideas, her creativity will be missed. And we wish you nothing but the best moving forward.
Thank you. Is there further discussion? If I might ask everyone to just consider a friendly amendment that we accept this with regret at this time. And then a roll call, please.
Alderman Wilson?
Yes.
Alderman Berto?
Yes.
Alderman Singh?
Yes.
Alderman Gould?
Yes.
Alderman Neuendorf?
Yes.
President Pro Tem DeLucia?
Yes.
Mayor Nystrom?
Yes.
7-0.
Thank you. The motion passes 7-0.
City Manager's report.
Thank you. This is the city manager report for October 17, 2022. Meetings attended were with state representatives and legislators, Southeastern Council of Governments Executive Committee meeting, Southeastern Area Transit, NPU City Coordination meeting, NCDC Board of Directors meeting, and Community Investment Fund to 2030. The City of Norwich has launched Envision Norwich 360, the new digital community engagement platform powered by Citizen Lab. The platform will provide residents, businesses, and property owners with a central online hub where they can learn about what's going on in the city projects and initiatives, share ideas, discuss proposals with fellow community members, and make their voice heard on the issues that matter to them. Envision Norwich 360 currently features 4 projects and allows users the ability to submit an idea that others can view and support. To register and start participating, visit envisionnorwich360.com or click on the 06360 button located at the top of the main page of the city's website, norwich.org. Please contact the Planning Department at 860-823-3767 for more information. And just as a side note, this is our attempt to digitally give residents a chance to discuss things and to get educated on what's going on in the city. And we hope this stimulates further discussion outside of the digital page. I want to thank you, Uncas Health, for the annual flu and COVID clinics that were held at City Hall and fire headquarters for city employees. Thank you to City Clerk Betsy Barrett and my executive assistant Jackie Barbarossa for leading the Norwich City Hall Facts and Folklore Tour of City Hall for the last Green Valleys of October. Walks continue until November 6th in Norwich and the surrounding towns. Norwich Youth Family Recreational Services is collaborating with Otis Library on October 26, 2020 to screen the upcoming film Race to Be Human. Youth and Family and Recreational Service will be hosting Trunk or Treat on the evening of October 28th at the Rose City Senior Center parking lot. Norwich families can register on the Recreation Department website or call 860-823-3791 for more information. The first Norwich, spelled N-O-R, capital W-I-T-C-H, Norwich, Hollywood Strut will be held on October 29th, 2022 from 6 to 8 p.m. There will be fun for all ages. Come show off your costume in downtown Norwich. For more information, visit gonorwichct.com. And finally, I've attached the city departments and Otis Library reports for the quarter ending September 30th, 2022. The key financial indicators as of August 31st, 2022, and the fire chief's meeting report. That completes my report for this evening.
Thank you, John. Other questions this time? Thank you.
New business resolution.
Citizen comment.
Citizen comment on resolutions.
Thank you. I declare citizen comment on the 3 resolutions on agenda this evening. If anyone would like to speak to them at this time, Please use the dais, the microphone, 3 minutes, your name and address for the public record. Declare that open. Anyone here like to speak to resolutions 1, 2, or 3 at this time on the agenda? Anyone wish to address the council on the resolutions on our agenda this evening? Anyone wishing to speak to the council on the resolutions on the agenda this evening? Anyone like to address us on the resolutions on our agenda this evening? Seeing no one at this time, I declare it closed. Thank you.
New business resolutions relative to transfer property off Bromley Lane from the City of Norwich to the Norwich Community Development Agency.
This time, I request a motion, please, to put this to the floor. For accept Alderman Singh, second by Alderwoman Gould. Is there discussion on the resolution? Seeing none, roll call.
Alderman Wilson?
Yes.
Alderman Berto? Yes. Alderman Singh?
Yes.
Alderman Gould?
Yes.
Alderman Neuendorf?
Yes.
President Pro Tem DeLucia?
Yes.
Mayor Nystrom?
Yes.
That's 7-0.
Motion passes 7-0.
Number 2, relative to amend the employment agreement between John Salamone and the City of Norwich.
Motion, please, to bring this to the floor. Alderwoman Berto, second by Alderman Singh. Is there discussion? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Alderman Wilson?
Yes.
Alderwoman Berto? Yes. Alderman Singh?
Yes.
Alderwoman Gould?
Yes.
Alderman Neuendorf?
Yes.
President Pro Tem DeLucia?
Yes.
Mayor Nystrom?
Yes.
7-0.
Motion passes 7-0.
Number 3, relative to the acceptance and of an identification of a local match for a building resilient infrastructure and communities scoping grant for the City of Norwich, Upper Falls Dam project scoping.
Entertain a motion, please, bring it to the floor. Alderwoman Gould, second Alderman Wilson. Is there discussion? Seeing none, roll call.
Alderman Wilson?
Yes.
Alderman Berto? Yes. Alderman Singh?
Yes.
Alderman Gould?
Yes.
Alderman Neuendorf?
Yes.
President Pro Tem DeLucia?
Yes.
Mayor Nystrom?
Yes.
7-0. New business ordinances. An ordinance amending the zoning map of the City of Norwich.
At this time, I'd ask for a motion, please, to raise this for public hearing for December 5th, to have it referred to the Commission on the City Plan, and to waive the full text and reading at this time and do so. Second reading, December 5th, yes. Is everyone clear? The second reading on December 5th is part of the original motion. Is there discussion? Then, roll call
made-
then. Oh,
Who
yes?
made the motion?
We didn't have a motion.
Oh, thank you. Oh, I thought I said Alderwoman Gould and Singh, but,
Okay.
okay, thank you. Roll call, please.
Alderman Wilson?
Yes.
Alderman Berto? Yes. Alderman Singh?
Yes.
Alderwoman Gould?
Yes.
Alderman Neuendorf?
Yes.
President Pro Tem DeLucia?
Yes.
Mayor Nystrom?
Yes.
7-0.
Motion passes 7-0.
Number 2, an ordinance amending Article 2 of Chapter 20 of the Code of Ordinances by establishing a hearing procedure for parking violations.
At this time, I would ask for a motion to schedule this for a public hearing on November 7th, schedule the second reading and action as well, to waive the reading tonight. Is there a motion? Alderwoman Gould, second Alderwoman Berto. Is there discussion? Seeing none, roll call.
Alderman Wilson?
Yes.
Alderwoman Berto? Yes. Alderman Singh?
Yes.
Alderwoman Gould?
Yes.
Alderman Neuendorf?
Yes.
President Pro Tem DeLucia?
Yes.
Mayor Nystrom?
Yes.
7-0.
Motion passes 7-0.
I hereby
Alderwoman Gould.
move pursuant to Connecticut General Statute Section 1-200 subsection 6 that the members of the Norwich City Council go into an executive session to discuss the acquisition or disposition of real estate or interest in real estate when publicly regarding the site and proposal, including proposed construction, would adversely impact the price of the same as to the interest of the city. to review preliminary drafts concerning proposed development and use of the property feasibility estimates and evaluations, the City Council having determined that the public interest in withholding such information clearly outweighs the public interest in disclosure, as well as to review commercial or financial information provided in confidence not required by statute. City Manager John Salamone and Corporation Counsel Michael Driscoll and President of NCDC Kevin Brown shall be asked to participate during all or portions of this executive session at the request of the City Council.
Is there a second, please? Alderman Singh. Roll call, please.
Alderman Wilson?
Yes.
Alderman Bertle?
Yes.
Alderman Singh?
Yes.
Alderman Gould?
Yes.
Alderman Neuendorf?
Yes.
President Pro Tem DeLucia? Yes. Mayor Nystrom?
Yes.
That's 7-0.
Motion passes 7-0. Please join us across the hall. Berto.
Yes.
Singh. Yes. Gould.
Yes.
Nurendorf.
Yes.
DeLucia. Nystrom. Yes. Motion passes. We adjourn 7-0 at 8:57.